Hi y'all! Hello guys, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. It's been a long time, I know. Jeez, oh my goodness. I know, what happened, you know what happened, don't you? You know, for you guys that watch, are my avid watchers, thank you for, sticking with me in the channel and everything. You know that back in November, I took 3 weeks off because I was kind of really ill with flu, sciatica and a dodgy foot. Oh man, it was tough. And you know the story of that because I let you guys know what was going down with me, why I hadn't been on the channel. And then I recorded some videos for that week and then I was off again. So I think when I counted it up, because we're nearing the 7th, and I think it was the 7th of November that I actually went off. And then I came back I think it might have been something like, I don't know, the 30th of November or something when I re-recorded something. And then I went off again around the 30th or the 7th of December, something like that in between those dates. And then I came back again and I said, okay, I'm going to be more consistent. I'm a lot better. And I was a lot better and I have been a lot better. Thank you, Lord, because it was a bad illness back in November. But then, obviously, you guys know that because I was ill, I had this huge backlog of clients. I mean, loads of them. Loads and loads and loads and loads and loads. Especially on the year aheads. I mean, I had people ordering other readings, but also a lot of year aheads, because it's the time of year when you have a lot of people wanting to do their 12-month forecast, that type of thing. And don't get me wrong, my website has always been I'm very proud of what I've created with the website. I'm very proud of the fact that I've created a very successful business. I'm now branching into other areas and things like that. It's great. But I noticed that because I'd been ill as well. Sorry, that's my Alexa. Alexa, don't turn on. I'm not talking to you. I noticed because I'd been ill, I'd had a lot of clients, and then I had more clients coming in for the year ahead. So I think all in all, in around 2 months, because we're nearing the 7th anyway, and when this reading goes up, it's probably going to be around the 7th of January or something like that. So all in all, in around 2 months, I've only been on twice. Sorry guys, I'm really sorry, but first it was illness, and then it was, it's taken me literally 2 months to get all of the year aheads and the other readings done and down. And I'm now comfortably at a position where I can finally come back onto YouTube and record. So I just really wanted to come and explain why I haven't been on, why I've not been consistent with the channel. It's because I've been really busy on the website. So yeah, I'm going to try and be more consistent. Now what I thought I would do today, guys, is I want to do a year ahead for each of the signs. So we're going to do the usual live spread, but I'm not going to focus on the full 5 to 7 areas. The private readings do 5 to 7 areas, okay? This reading is going to be vastly toned down. So we're just going to look at today for it's not even a year ahead, it's a 6 monthly reading that we're looking at, guys. So we're looking from January through to June, the end of June 2020. And all we're going to look at is the areas of love, career and finance. That's all we're going to look at in terms of what's coming in for the next 6 months for you guys. And then I'll do an update around the June time to look at what's coming in between June and the end of the year 2020, December 2020, okay? I'm also, instead of putting up a weekly this week, I'm going to put up a month ahead. So we're also going to look at, I know it's a little bit late, I know, but yeah, we're going to look from around January 7th through to February 7th, okay? So we're going to look, whatever time I know that this is going up, I'm going to put it from there. So we're going to look around January 7th or 8th through to February 7th or 8th. So we're going to do a monthly like that. And instead of having the 1st of Jan to the end of Jan, we're going to have a look at, Jan to, Feb, whatever the dates are, okay, that I start, all right? So that's what we're going to do. What time is it? 6 minutes in. Fast forward. If you don't want to hear my blarney, just fast forward, guys. You don't have to stick around. I've missed you anyway. I've missed all of you. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting stuck in. And thank you to everyone who ordered a year ahead. It was phenomenal. 2 months of trying to get down on a whole heap of people. Ugh. Sometimes, I would start at 5 in the morning and then finish at probably 1 in the morning. 5 in the morning, I'd get up and then finish at 1 in the next morning. I was like, oh man, I can't. I was like this, but yeah, God saw me through it, and I'm so grateful. I love what I do, and I'm just really grateful for everybody who's supporting me, and all of you guys that have come for private readings and really made my dreams come true and my business a huge success. So thank you very much. All right, let's get on with the reading, guys. Enjoy the year ahead readings. And also sitting next door, you've got your January 7th or 8th through to the February 7th or 8th month ahead reading. As from next week, I'll be back onto the weeklies, but really I just wanted to kind of just say thank you and put out a couple of kind of biggest, largest readings out to you guys, all right? Love you guys loads. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Hi, Gemini. Welcome to Carol's Universe. We're going to do your live spread reading. Okay, so we're looking at 3 areas for the next 6 months, January through to June 2020. We look at your love, we look at your we look at your love, we look at your work, and we also look at your finance. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing an angel message first. Okay, so we're going to I'm going to be shuffling the cards and choosing 3 cards. And we're going to be doing an angel message first. So bear with me while I shuffle the cards. Right, so Gemini, you had like the cards just kind of, you know, they were jumpers basically. This one came out and these 2 came out together. So, sorry, I'm just straightening up the cloth on the table. Let's have a look at what the cards are saying. What does Spirit have to say to you? What's the advice it has for you? Professional assistance. So it's saying that there are people around you who can give you professional assistance. It was interesting because your monthly reading actually showed that Gemini was in need of assistance. It felt like it might be financial, and it felt like some of you guys in that actual month ahead reading for January, it felt like some of you guys were dealing with financial issues, probably around trying to set a business up or trying to earn money from work that you do, or business or something like that. And in that reading, it was saying that there was assistance around you as well. There were, you know, that you possibly had people that could be around you that would help, that type of thing. So really the advice is all about people. And with these cards, you see the little borders on top. Well, this one says people. So this is about people helping you. You've got professional assistance. It will be in business work. You've got people who can help you. What's the next one showing here? All right, and it's going to bring a new beginning. All right, so you've got the cycle card now. On the top, it's got cycle. So the energy that what we're dealing with here is the ending of one cycle and the passing into another. So it's saying that this will herald a new beginning. So with professional assistance, people who can help assist you, Gemini, over the next 6 months, you could find that a new cycle begins. There's a new beginning for you. These people will help you. They'll help you to bring yourself. So what am I saying? Sorry, I've been working all day. With professional assistance, so people who can offer you professional assistance, it's going to be something like your career, obviously. These people are going to help you to phase into a new beginning. There's going to be a new beginning. So these people are going to bring a new beginning into your life. There's going to be a cycle here. So with the help of others, you could kind of be entering into a new cycle. That's what I'm trying to say. With professional assistance, you could be entering into a new cycle over the next 6 months, a new beginning. And it's also saying that the universe is vast. So this comes under spirit. Okay. And I'm going to actually read that. Let's have a look at what the spirit cards say. Let me see if I can get this. Here we go. So it's a lovely deck, this is. I absolutely adore the quad. You know, I've been looking, I've bought quite a few decks recently. And I've been trying to find decks that are like the Quantum Tarot, but the Quantum Oracle, sorry. But I've not been able to find anything that even touches this deck. It's just so brilliant. I highly, highly advise you guys, if you are into Oracle decks, to pick one up because it's really good. So we're looking at the spirit, okay? So basically the vast universe, a bright sun spinning in the heavens and projecting divine light to the earth, sends out brilliant waves of universal energy. When you receive this card upright, you know that this vast river of grace, abundance and happiness is open to you. So there is a universe, there is a vast wealth of abundance and prosperity and every good thing available to you from the universe. The universe is saying that you just really, I feel, just need to tap into that energy there, but I think that you tap into this energy here by using or utilising the help of people around you, people who can provide professional assistance to you, because I feel that this is going to herald a new beginning for Gemini over the next 6 months. So in a way, even though this card is last, it feels like it needs to be here, and it feels like it needs to be that you could tap into the vast resources of the universe here. with the vast universe by utilising the professional assistance of, you know, people around you who could actually help you to move to the next phase with this new beginning card here. So that's what I think that the universe is saying here. Okay, it's a lovely thing, and it's a very simple. I mean, some of the spiritual readings for the other sides have been longer. This is vastly shorter. I just think we'll just quickly go through that again. The message from Spirit for Gemini over the next 6 months, January through to June 2020, is that you can tap into the vast resources of the universe. You know, everything is there for you. Abundance, wealth, money, love, everything. And you can definitely tap into this energy here. But I actually feel that this is more about opportunity, because I think that you tap into the vast resources that the universe could provide to you, Gemini, by utilising people. So it almost feels like the people on this card are being supplied, or they are being put in your way by the universe, because the universe is vast here, and I feel that the universe is really saying that you can tap into all of its resources by utilising the help of these people here. So the way that you get to the opportunities that the universe provides is by using, you know, by using people who can help you to tap into that energy. Because I think that if you do, this is going to be a new beginning for you going forward. Okay, so I just feel that the advice is to take advantage of every piece of help that comes to you, because it comes to you via Spirit, via universe, but also it's the universe kind of helping you to tap into the resource. I think there are resources that the universe is providing to Gemini over the next 6 months, and one of those resources is people and the help that they can provide for you in terms of you entering a new cycle. So I think that in a way it feels like some of you guys are ready for a new chapter in 2020 in the first 6 months, but I think that this isn't something, Gemini, that you can actually do on your own. I think that you have to utilize the help of the universe in order to expand yourself going forward in the next 6 months. All right, that's your spiritual message. We are now going to look at your life spread. Please bear with me. Okay, hi Gemini, we're going to do your life spread now. Let's get shuffling. Okay, Gemini, so we've got the cards down. Let's have a look at what's going on. So let's have a look at what the energy is around your love life. Oh, 6 of coins. All right, I like this version of the 6 of coins from the Light Seers Tarot. What I love about it is it's only got 2 hands on there. I mean, the 6 of coins is a tricky card really to read, because it's not, in a love reading, it's not always that things are rosy in the garden, give and take. It's a transaction card. So the 6 of coins can be that there's a transaction in a relationship. And it is, after all, based on pentacle energy. So it's based on business, you know. That's what pentacles are. They're about money, wealth and business. But not just about that. It depends with the 6 of coins. The 6 of coins can be that there's give and take. There's a fair share of give and take within a relationship. So you give to the partner takes, but then you give back to the partner, and you give to the partner takes, the partner gives to you, you take. So there's an equal balance of, do you see what I mean? There's equilibrium within the relationship. But the 6 of coins can also be one of those cards that shows that somebody is asserting themselves over the other. Somebody in a relationship, for example, may have more money than the other person in the relationship. This is a card about somebody who has more power in a relationship as well. You know, you've got the taker here and you've got the giver here, okay, because the palm is here and the hand is here. So somebody is giving to someone, and you kind of think, well, are they giving back on here? It might be, if it's reversed, it shows a reversal of roles on this particular deck. Do you see what I mean? That in the upright, somebody is giving and somebody is taking. So I'm going to read it that way. I'm not going to read it. And I advise, guys, for you that don't do tarot as such and you want to get into tarot, don't just go with standard meanings of cards. It makes no sense to do that. And if you go with any teacher, a lot of teachers will tell you the same thing. I have over 200 decks. And the reason that I've got so many decks is because I can look at a 6 of coins on this and I can see it looks differently from the one on the right away. I can go to another deck, for example, something like, I don't know, the Everyday Enchanted Tarot, or or the This Might Hurt tarot, or Tarot Grand Lux, or whatever deck I'm looking at, and they'll all look very different in terms of how they're depicting. So it's important that if you look at different decks, you're able to look visually at those decks and look at what it's trying to convey. To me, it looks like somebody is giving and somebody is receiving. So it looks like one person may be giving and somebody's doing a lot of taking here, but we'll see. What is the energy underneath this? What are you experiencing? But no, it's nice because you're experiencing a great deal of happiness. So sometimes this works. Sometimes the Six of Coins can be, the type of relationship whereby you get an older guy and a younger girl, and in those types of relationships, often they can be superficial. The older guy says, well, I want a young woman because she's got a great body and she's beautiful and she'll look good on my arm. And, I'll give her everything she wants as long as she is, she's my eye candy. She's eye candy for me. She's somebody on my arm who my friends will admire. So often some people there's different types of relationship and everybody interacts relationship-wise differently. So there can actually with the Six of Coins, it can simply be that this is a transaction. The relationship is more transactional, business-like rather than love-wise, and it might be underneath that with the Four of Wands. Everybody's happy with that arrangement because the Six of Coins is a business arrangement, it's a financial arrangement. So it might be in terms of love, the energy is more of a transactional energy, more of a transactional energy, and it might be that more of a business energy, and it might be with the Four of Wands, what you're experiencing is, yeah, fine, that's cool, I don't mind, I'll be your bit of, I'll be your bit of eye candy as long as you look after me, and you buy me everything I want, and you put a roof over my head. There may be that type of thing going on there. Let's have a look at what the next card is. Well, it's Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is to do with, to be honest with you, with me and the Page of Cups, I like it, but I know that this is a bullshit card when it comes to love some of the time, because the Page of Cups is all about, look at his face. He's actually saying, yeah, pigs can fly. See that pig in the air? He believes everything. He believes in the impossible because there's a naivety to the Page of Cups energy. I actually did a reading the other day. I didn't put it on YouTube, but I just wanted to see for myself because I was sick of everybody going on about it. I wanted to see how a certain person felt for a certain person. They're in the they're in the public eye, but I don't read on them anymore because people just lose their heads over these people. It's really nuts. But I saw this card come up for how the woman felt for the male, then I saw the King of Coins and the Chariot. And to me, it just looked like this woman felt that she was in love with the person, but it was more that she was driven by this person's position, that type of thing. And that can be the Page of Cups, where you imagine that you're in love with someone, but it's not real. It's more naivety than anything, because you believe that anything is possible. And if you look at this, what comes to mind with this Page of Cups, it's about the imagination. So even though the Page of Cups is a nice card to get in terms of love, it shows romantic interest, it shows when you fancy someone, it just shows when you're really interested in a relationship. It can also be that something is in the imagination. If we get a shitty card here, it could be that that's what it is. Let's have a look at what the next card is. You've got the Two of Coins energy here. Okay, so the Page of Cups can also be communication as well. This person could be communicating, for example, with a couple of other people as well. Four of Wands, but maybe happy to communicate with other people at the same time. But also the Page of Cups and the Two of Coins. Two of Coins is a very light-hearted relationship as well. All right, so it might be that you're happy. It might be the Page of Cups energy. There's just a nice, light, kind of flirtatious feel to the relationship. And with the Two of Coins, it's just keeping everything light, and everybody's happy with that. It's nothing. To me, these cards wouldn't suggest a serious relationship at all. Just it doesn't feel serious at all, because you've got a Page of Cups here, and the Page of Cups can just be kind of romantic interest and laughter and having a good time. The Two of Coins can just be, fun and keeping everything light-hearted, and the Four of Wands is just kind of feeling good within the relationship, that type of thing. We've got no pentacles. Well, we have a pentacle here, but this pentacle is kind of either that you're keeping things light-hearted in a relationship, or this Two of Pentacles is somebody's juggling two relationships. And that, even though it might be that you feel happy with this arrangement here, and it might be that you're in a relationship, the energy is it's purely transactional. It's all about what you get out of the relationship and what the person does. It might be, Gemini, that you're a pretty good-looking person, and it might be that you have this kind of, and I guess it is give and take relationship where you know, you give your body to someone. I'm not saying that it's prostituting or anything, but that person and you do get relationships like that where you give to one, you know, you give a side of yourself to someone and they're happy to take it because blah blah, and they make sure that you live in the lap of luxury. That can definitely be something in a relationship there, you know. But it feels like whatever and the Six of Coins is also interaction, but it feels like there's more of a transaction thing here. So whatever that transaction is with the Six of Coins, I feel the energy is that one is happy with it. You're happy with it, the Four of Wands. You might be happy just to keep things light and playful with the Page of Cups and the Two of Pentacles energy. So it might simply be that it's a transaction between the both of you. The energy around your relationship in the next 6 months, and you're just happy just to keep things nice and light and simple. It might be that there's a transaction here between the both of you, give and take, whatever you want to call it, and underneath that you're happy to do that with the Four of Wands energy. But it might be at the same time, though, you're happy just to have this kind of transaction, this arrangement, because the Two of Coins is Six of Coins, sorry, is an arrangement as well. Though you're happy to have this arrangement in the relationship, it might also be that it's an open relationship, because the Two of Coins can definitely be seen as an open relationship. So though you're happy to have a certain arrangement, and the energy is an arrangement, the Six of Coins energy, it might be saying, yeah, there's a great deal of happiness around the arrangement. Maybe the arrangement is that you have fun together, but at the same time, one of you can go out of the relationship and date whoever you want. That type of thing. So it feels like nothing is off limits in a way with this relationship that you might be in. It doesn't feel very serious to me. Where is it heading? Yeah, the Fool. The Fool. It just feels like the Fool for me can be an open relationship as well. It can be where you've got a relationship with someone, but you're not tied to anything. All right. I don't think it's abandonment within this card. It depends on what that Two of Coins is. Even if that was kind of, you know, whatever, it feels like it's agreed upon. My intuition tells me that this is kind of agreed upon. It feels like it's just a light, easy relationship. It feels like there are no strings. There's no strings attached, really, because the Fool has no strings attached. He's completely free. It feels like it's an open relationship. It feels like things are heading towards an open relationship. There is an openness with this card, so it feels like things are heading towards an open relationship, but perhaps with the potential for more, because the Fool always has potential for more, because it's the beginning of a situation. So it feels like it could be that, you know, have the potential for more. I don't get any dark cards around that Two of Coins energy. I don't get any darkness around these cards at all. It looks like it's a free, easy, light-hearted relationship. There's a possibility for it to be open. You agree that it's going to be open. There's a possibility for you to agree, or this person to have agreed with you. Yeah, let's have a good time, but let's keep things open. You know, I still want to go out and date other people. Maybe you do. And it just feels in the long run with that Fool energy showing there, that it's just kept very open and free, but there is potential for something more going forward. So it's quite nice. Let's have a look at what the career is. So what is the crowning card around your right? Oh, nice. Eight of Swords reversed. It feels like you're coming out of a time of difficulty. So if you've been in a job you didn't like, Gemini, that energy of the Eight of Swords reversed means that you're being let out of jail. All right. So I actually feel that you guys are being let out of jail, actually, with that Eight of Swords reversed. Feels like you're being let out of jail. And it's interesting. If you have been running your own business and you've had problems, the energy of the Eight of Swords should say that those problems are going. All right, over the next 6 months, they'll dissipate. They'll get less. Let's have a look at what's going on underneath this. So we do have the Eight of Coins, which is work and study. Training is the Eight of Coins energy. Working towards something is the Eight of Coins energy. What's the next card? Well, it's nice, the Judgment energy. I think that you guys, work is something that you've been doing here is definitely going to pay off with the Judgment energy, because I think that some of you guys in the next 6 months are working towards freeing yourself. And it would make sense, because Judgment is all about freeing yourself. It's about releasing yourself from a difficulty. It's about working towards a transformation, because the Judgment card is all about transformation and rebirth. So some of you guys have been working to transform something, I think, within your working life. And that's why the energy of freedom comes in, because underneath is what you're experiencing is working towards a transformation here, a change with the Judgment energy, to releasing yourself. Nine of Wands energy. You're very close to it with the Nine of Wands energy showing there. You're very close to it, because the Nine of Wands means to be very close. You're nearing it. You're nearing completion. Something that you've been working towards here. Some form of a transformation that you've been working on in terms of your career. It's going to pay off. It's nearly there. So it may not completely come to fruition by June, but give it another month or so. It probably will be. Okay, because the Nine of Wands means that you're very nearly there. What is the long-term outcome? Oh, why is that reversed? Death reversed. So, how do I read death reversed? I read death reversed as it can be a card that indicates I would have imagined that death would have been like that in the upright. You know, big changes ahead, that type of thing down the road. Because this is where everything's heading. If it had been death, it's to the changes, because you're obviously looking for some changes in your career, in whatever it is that you do for a career, and you've been working hard. It's concerning a transformation, and I feel with the Nine of Wands energy that you're very close to that. You're just waiting to see how that kind of pans out. But it might be that it doesn't happen just yet. It might be in the long run you have to wait a little longer, because it might be that this transformation isn't ready to take complete cyclical changes yet, because the death is reversed, and sometimes death reverse can actually be a delay. Do you see what I mean? Like a stay of execution, that type of thing. So I actually feel that you might have to wait a little bit longer with that death reversed for this change in your career to really take effect. You're very close to it, but you may have to. It might be that you anticipate by a certain time this is going to take place, and it might be that the death reversed is actually saying, well, it's going to happen, Gemini, but you might have to kind of wait just a little bit longer. Just that little bit longer. There might be all sorts of things that crop up. Let's have a quick look at, therefore, your finances, Gemini. So, you got death now again through this deck here. Death and rebirth. All right. I feel that you're going through a change financially with the death card. The energy of change is coming in. So, for example, the death card can mean having to, draw back on what you spend, for example. It can be just like the Hermit card in terms of finances, having to strip things back. Death sometimes can mean problems with finances. So, unexpected bills coming in, that type of thing. But if you look at the tarot when you're doing tarot, you say, well, what does death mean generally? Death generally means a transformation, a change, does it not, right? So why is this not happening it should really lend itself to the financial area being that as well. So there's some form of a transformation coming into your financial area over the next sort of 6 months. What are you experiencing underneath that? Right, so the Ten of Wands represents pressure. I mean, tens are the ending of cycles as well. And the Ten of Wands can be lots of work. However, this is financial. So when you get the Ten of Wands, it often means that somebody's experiencing financial struggle. I'm hoping that the next one will say, okay, I do feel that some of you guys who have been experiencing some financial struggles, King of Swords energy, I don't think this is you. The King of Swords would usually be somebody who can provide you with help and support. All right, this is somebody who can provide guidance. So I feel that some of you guys, the rebirth card, so there's a change happening in your finances, and what you're experiencing is all these struggles. Now, can you see how you're walking towards this king? Can you see the direction that she takes? So you're taking all of the baggage that you're carrying. Now, that baggage might be debt that you carry, because the Ten of Wands can be debt, for example. All right, so you're carrying a heavy load, debt, lots of people that you owe, that type of thing. I'm not saying you owe lots of people, Gemini, but that could be debt for sure, Ten of Wands. So it feels like you're taking all your baggage to this individual here. And this individual here is going to give you, they're quite wise as well. They've got an owl. Is that an owl? Yeah, the owl sitting next to them. Owls represent wisdom in tarot. So you're going to somebody who's really wise, who's going to be able to guide you and help you. What is this card saying here? The Lovers. So it looks to me like there's some form of an agreement that you're forming here as well. So this might be, for example, debt consolidation, for example, because the Lovers is not just about agreement. There's two people together, isn't there here? This can be consolidation, this debt consolidation. So around your finances, that change might be that you're consolidating with the Lovers and the Ten of Wands some debt. And who is the middleman between that makes that happen? A King of Swords sitting right in the middle there. It feels some of you guys are actually restructuring your debt, you're consolidating your debt, you're going to some debt management maybe, and that's why you've got the change coming in. Well, this should be a good card that in the long term, you should find that you're feeling a lot better about money. Let's have a look. Yeah, justice. I mean, look, the long-term outcome could be something legal here as well, because justice is legal and it is at the bottom of the King of Swords. But justice is also about restoration of balance. So he sits at the bottom, this lady sits at the bottom of this. So at the foundation of this King of Swords, it's all about somebody who is there, I feel, to try and restore balance to finances. And who better to do that than somebody who perhaps works as a debt advisor, that type of thing, which would usually be the King of Swords. Usually when you see a King of Swords or a King of Cups, those types of people are counsellors, especially when it comes to money, and the King of Coins as well, not so much the King of Wands. But I feel that justice, where everything is heading, is to the restoration of balance. So things, I wouldn't say that this is legal, because I'm seeing some form of an agreement, consolidation. It's not like, if the cards were showing some shitty stuff, bad stuff to do with the finances, I would say that it was probably going to head towards court. But it doesn't feel like this is a court matter. It feels what's happening here is the energy of rebirth, change is coming in concerning your finances. I feel some of you guys have been going through a difficult time financially, and I feel with that Ten of Wands and the Lovers, you're probably looking to consolidate your debt, make some arrangement, because this is an arrangement card here as well, the Lovers. Make some arrangements on your finances, on your debt, for example, with this King of Swords. And where everything is heading in the long term, I don't think it's court. Hopefully it's not court. I think it's more that finally balance is being restored here. All right, a fair agreement. It will be a legal agreement anyway, because it's justice energy, but fair legal agreements are being kind of mapped out for you. So I do feel that there is a change for the better coming in terms of your finances. And finally, what is the advice, Gemini, that the universe has for you on this reading for the next 6 months? The advice is inner child. Okay, so I'm just going to have a quick look in the booklet at that card. What is it? Number 16. So let's have a look. I love these cards. They're so good. Right. Your inner child is urging you to lighten up a little and get out of your comfort zone and have some fun. In order to be healthy, we must engage our imagination, creativity and spontaneity. When was the last time you did something spontaneous, intuitive and outrageous? When and with whom do you feel uninhibited, relaxed and completely comfortable to be yourself? Your inner child can be your strongest ally or your biggest foe. It can assist you to heal childhood pain, rejection, loneliness and abandonment. And it can take you on an exciting adventure, help you become more confident, daring, original and bold. Or it can make you behave in childish ways, bring up anxiety, fear and suspicion. This card beckons you to heal your childhood pain and discover your independence, compassion, creativity, talents and joy. A healthy inner child can help you connect to your integrity, divinity and purity. It believes in miracles and creates magic in your life. Wonderful. Absolutely fantastic. Brilliant. Try and connect more with the inner child if you can. All right. That is your life spread for the next 6 months, Gemini. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me. Remember, you've got your month ahead sitting next door. Check that out if you fancy it. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. As I've said, if you'd like to order a reading from the website, just click on the link in the comment section below. Take care, my darlings. Love you. Bye-bye.